Well, happy Dirty Thursday, everybody. We're GFBS. We're Grand Forks' best source. I'm John Roberts, along with the other half of the Bullring Boys, Chad Hoff. Going to be, hey, how you doing, man?
Fantastic.
You know, we plan on doing a weekly racing show. We're going to call it Dirty Thursday until somebody gives me a better name for it, so there's something you might want to email us. Today's show brought to you by Raptor PCS and the Memorial Day giveaway, that $75 certificate to Raptor PCS's service department. We'll give that away next week, and if you want to win it, just email us, local@gfbestsource.com, or you can text us, 701-213-0863. Tell us what you like about Grand Forks Best Source and Raptor PCS, who provides a full range of computer services at affordable rates, and they have got some great deals for students, military, all your first responders, and mention GFBS. They'll give you $10 off their bills, too, all right? And if you're afraid to leave the house, call them up. 772-7626. They'll even come to your house, pick up your computer, and fix it for you, and they'll fix it right. Most cases, you're going to get your computer back the following day. Raptor PCS and the big Memorial Day giveaway as we get ready to kick off our Dirty Thursday show today, which, by the way, today is our 50th show at Grand Forks Best Source. How about that? Big 5-0.
I like it.
Time now for our daily segment, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me, and your joke for the day is, what has four wheels and flies? What has four wheels and flies? Anybody know?
No.
A garbage truck. Well, it's true. Chad Hoff, again, welcome to the show. He's going to be co-hosting with us on our Dirty Thursdays throughout the year, and we'd also like to welcome Bob and Torey Martin. And how are you guys doing? Good. I've been just so keyed up to get this whole racing thing started, if we ever get started. And you guys were some of the first people I thought of, and we're going to get into your career and your season and all that stuff. But before we do that, we're checking our emails, and we got an email today. Somebody was wondering if we could give a big thank you to all the staff and management at Valley Seniors Living for keeping all of their patients so safe. They have done such a great job, and it is so appreciated. And Deb, we thank you for the email, and keep up the good work over there. All right, let's talk some racing here. First off, Bob Martin. Man, tell us a little bit about yourself here.
I'm from East Grand Forks, married, 3 kids, 2 dogs, a lot of work.
Yeah,
especially with the dogs.
Yep.
We just got a fresh puppy a week and a half or so ago, and late nights, not a whole lot of sleep.
What's worse, a baby or a dog, a puppy? They're kind of about the same, aren't they?
You know what? I would say a dog. I got to be honest. I'd say
Yeah,
a dog.
yeah. You don't have to kick the kid out to go pee in the middle of the night, but
Exactly. And if you're trying to pee, and then the kid isn't going to be gnawing at your ankles.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about, did you go to aviation mechanics? Is that what you did in Thief River Falls?
Thief River Falls, yeah.
And you played hockey were they the Pioneers back then still, or were they the Northmen?
Northman.
Yeah.
Northman back then.
And I used to call junior college hockey games, and I just wish they'd bring JUCO hockey back. It was so fun. And by the way, speaking of hockey, I was talking with Mike Lemoyne last night, and he said, you're the dirtiest men's league player in the corners.
I believe it.
You know, when I'd go in the corners with him,
Yeah.
With anybody else, I could come out clean.
Yep.
With him, it was tough as hell.
Yeah.
He could work you over. I mean, honestly, just with his talent, he could work you over. But even then, he'd do the little snide things, like he'd take a stick and he'd hammer on the top of your laces on your skates, just to make you know that he was there.
Yep.
Great guy, though. Great guy.
He had a lot of good things to say about you, too, but he wanted to make sure I got that in there.
Yeah. And you know what? I got a few things I could give back at him, but it's senseless at this point, right? It's been years.
I don't know. Is it?
We can start a whole feud thing for hockey going
Well,
on.
I'm ready to start throwing some people under the bus today, so here we go with that, but we'll get to that. Torey Martin, I want to talk to you a little bit. Now, I've always considered you kind of like the team manager over at Bob Martin Racing. You do a lot of stuff. I know you keep all the social networking stuff going, and you absolutely live for racing.
Oh, yeah. It's a 24/7, 365, all year round type things for me, so that's what I look forward to.
You ever have to put the hammer down on the old man about maybe you should try something different, or do you ever just come down on them or not? Because I know you probably do.
Yeah, I do. It's usually behind closed doors, though.
Oh, okay. You go meet in the holler, and then you have your little meeting like they do in NASCAR, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad, you should have done this.
Yeah.
Chad, believe me. The dad, you should have done this thing.
Happens a lot.
Happens a lot.
Yep. Do you ever does it ever go vice versa?
Well, there's times when I got to just set them straight. And
Yeah.
say, and say, just leave me alone. Because I don't have a good answer to come back with. So
Yeah.
Right.
He pulls the dad card out right away. Hey.
Yeah.
Relax.
Just remember, at the end of the day, I'm still your dad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, we know who's boss, right?
Yeah. Right.
Bob, how'd you get your start in racing? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, a million years ago, I was big into racing. I wasn't into racing, but my brother-in-law, he was on a pit crew for a guy named Butch Scarry, Scarry Radiator.
Yep.
And so I used to tag along, cause trouble. They hated me there, but I was there. And I got into it because Butch Scarry raced like a type of late model back then. Mm-hmm. And I got in that way. That's how I got my love for racing. That was a big start of it.
Did you start in a sprint car?
I actually moved to Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and I started in what they call the late model. It was more of a street stock because I didn't have any money to buy anything, but it was a late model. I raced in the late model class in Bemidji.
Okay.
So I drove from Grand Rapids on Sundays, raced the late models in Bemidji, which was really just a street car, but I raced late models. That was maybe a year. And then I didn't have any help. I was on my own out there. I folded the tent, and then I sold everything. When I moved back, I started directly in sprint cars.
It's quite a jump.
I didn't know what I was getting into.
Now, was that at the time when they had the limiteds here also?
Yes.
And you just said, I'm not going to do the limiteds, or did you start in limited?
I started in limiteds.
Okay.
And probably a good thing. For one thing, I didn't have the money to buy an unlimited engine anyway. And so it just helped to be able to get into a feeder class, which limited sprints were. It was a 360 cubic inch maximum, had to be carbureted.
Yep.
So save some money there to make that transition work out pretty good. And then I was fortunate because a guy I worked with helped me out on the motor side. I had got the car, ran out of money. I was kind of stuck. He decided he did a little bit of racing in street stocks. Wanted to help me out, so he helped me with an engine from Ben Adams, and
But that can make it a big difference, doesn't it?
yeah, you got to have a power plant to go anywhere, right?
Sure.
So you can stare at them in the shop all day long, but they sure don't excite you that much until you get out on the track.
Yep. And Chad, by the way, if you want to add anything, you go right ahead here.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I mean, you're just going so smooth right now. Everything's going.
You're the co-host, remember?
I'm just watching back and forth and just. We were asking before. When we looked at last year, and you wanted to kick me off the Victory Lane stage, which I remember. When he won his feature race last year, I told him just a little bit ago. I've done a lot of Victory Lane interviews, a ton, and that was by far the best one I've ever done. It just with the raw emotion, the smiles on the faces that we had were just amazing. And I don't think he could get a beer fast enough in his mouth last year after that.
And it's funny, too, because I have not heard the replay of it, but you had mentioned, Bob, that you heard it a couple of weeks ago or something, and I know I was about ready to poop my pants. I mean, I was so excited. And I could always tell how good the racing is by how bad my throat and my voice hurt at the end of the night.
Screaming.
I couldn't talk for like 2 days after that one. And that was great. And do we have pictures here that we could maybe put on the... Ooh. Let's see what we got there. Is that the one from last year, I believe?
That is the one from last year, yeah.
Okay, all right. We're working with it here.
Yeah, he was running the bottom the whole race, whole race that night.
Yep.
And it just came into him. He was the only one on the bottom until he started passing cars and everybody started following down there. But Dobmeyer was running the top side and you came on that car just looked so good exiting corners. It was crazy, dude.
Well, it was so, I guess, funny you'd say. The Dobmeyer went up and two lap cars who were on the bottom happened to push up in front of him.
Yeah.
And that helped me sail by him. And then I thought, you don't do that to Mark Dobmeyer.
Right.
With only a couple laps left. And I expected him to come railing around the top again. And he never showed. And I was like, wow. So, and then listening to John, I listened to his replay of it a couple weeks ago. And he said, and he's pulling away. And I was like, how often do you get to say that when you're
racing Mark Dobmeyer?
Racing Mark Dobmeyer. So it was a huge deal.
Yeah,
huge.
that was an awesome feature race last year. Crazy.
And if you're following the computer here, you can see kind of a montage of throughout the years of Bob Martin racing. And you can see the one picture you must have rolled or something because you had a different wing on, which happens. You need something in a pinch. But I do remember that race. Other people started following you later on in that race going, wow, you know what? Bob's making this work. And a couple other cars jumped down there too. And boy, I tell you what, that was an awesome race to call. I'm looking forward to that. And when that happens again, I'm going to run down there and kick you out of victory lane.
Go right ahead. I get it, man.
And I am going to go down there to the trailer and the hauler afterwards. And I am going to enjoy some of those bush lattes with you too. But if you can see these, Bob, kind of walk us through, if you got an idea when some of these were. I mean, of course, there you go at rideoutcar.com victory lane down there last year after the big win. We'll go back in time here in a little bit. God, when do you think that was from?
That would have been in Fargo. Mm-hmm. That would have had to been late 90s.
98, 97.
Yep. That was this year, or August 23rd of last year. Obviously, as you can see, we didn't plan on the car being the multicolors like it is. That was the very first night last year. Took off for the feature. I started like 8th, and all of a sudden cars started spreading out. I didn't know what the deal was. Some were going off the track, and here it turned out Romling and another guy got into it, and I had nowhere to go. I rammed Romling deep into his ass, and that car was junk.
Yep.
So we went to the yellow car. We didn't ruin any wings, so we stayed with the black wings.
Okay.
That's why it's.
So it wasn't a wing; it was a car.
It was a car.
You had to switch out.
Yeah.
It was a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Nice. There you go. What a great picture.
I love that picture.
That's a great picture. When you can get everybody in there that helps you day in and day out and get them all in victory lane, that is awesome.
Yep.
Only thing missing out of that picture was me.
Yep, and you could have been in it. You could have been in it, but no. Actually, with that picture, I'd like to say my middle son, who's the big guy next to Torey there. Mm-hmm. It was his only race he could make. He was in Minneapolis. He lives in Minneapolis.
Okay.
Oh, you're kidding.
And it was the only race he could make, and we happened to win it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And now, is his name Race?
Race.
Yep. Okay, and that brings me to my next question. He was running a sprint car for a little while there.
Yep.
I know the two of you were together, and I'm guessing Dad was footing most of the bill on that.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what it costs to run one of these NOSA Outlaw sprint cars. Oh, my God. How do you run two of them?
Well, it just so happened that we had two cars. We were going to run we had a backup car. And I went to a show, and I was talking about, and the track was talking about needing sprint cars. So I said, well, I'd like to get my son involved. He's only 14, so I know it'll take some time. Well, Wayne Anderson called me. I'll never forget. He called me as I was going home right after this show, and he said he's in. Mm-hmm. It's my backup car. I gave him the opportunity because he'd wanted to anyway, and he had raced some go-karts, and rest is history. He went in. He actually did very well for kind of just getting his feet directly into a sprint car, and then he just came to me a month or two later, or a couple months later, I guess, and said, I think I'm going to go do something else.
Yeah, not my gig.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. Wade Anderson, by the way, rest in peace. What a great guy. How many sprint car drivers has that guy helped throughout the years, huh?
He did.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, he's done some stuff. I mean, for me, he did things that probably nobody but him and I know. It was just, I'll never forget in Warren, Minnesota, we finished second or third, and I forgot to go to the tech area. But the tech area was right behind my or just back from my trailer. So the guys just pushed the car back. Well, somebody decided they didn't like that I went to the trailer first, so I get disqualified. Wayne heard about it. He was running the grader at the track on a Wednesday. He said, "Hey, come out here." So I come out there. He gave me the money that I lost for a race in Warren.
No kidding.
Yeah, just
Oh, wow.
goodness of his heart.
I mean,
Right.
I've heard stories from even guys like Sonny Mack and some of these guys that Wayne had helped throughout the years, and boy, they all had great things to say about him, and we miss him at the River City Speedway. How long are you going to keep going? You've been doing this for a long time.
I've been doing
Or is
this
he going to make the call on that?
I got to be truthful with you. If it wasn't for him and my wife, I probably would have quit a few years ago.
I kind of thought that.
And they were like, "Well, you got to keep going." And I'm like, "Why? Why?" Well, it turns out the win on August 23rd was a reason why, I guess. Stephen Young sent something out last week about my 30th year.
Yep.
He goes, hopefully another 30 more. I probably can't guarantee him that, but I'd sure like to.
It's amazing what a win can do, isn't it?
Gosh, I'll tell you.
People don't realize you don't just load up your car and show up at the racetrack. How many hours a week do you think you work on your car?
I'd say here's what my father-in-law always said: 40 hours of work for 10 minutes of fun.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is. I mean, it's a whole nother job if you're going to do it right. And I got a best friend of mine since junior high, who's my crew chief, John Egland. And he puts in probably 38 of those 40 for me.
Wow.
Wow.
And I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you have an awesome support staff. That's what takes it, man. I tell you. And when you look at the years, so you've been racing for years, and you look at what's changed, and how do you adapt to that as you change along with the sport? You're not this big club that has a bunch of support staff behind you. It's just you and another guy, as I understand. And to have everything change with technology and everything else, how do you adapt to that over the years?
And the technology of sprint cars, it's not so much the car itself. The motors seem to change every 6 months. Horsepower, different ways to gear them, camshafts, all that changes. The car kind of stays about the same, but you kind of see what other people are doing. If you don't have the money to buy into that, you go with what you have and try to reinvent the wheel with your own stuff.
Right.
And when you get the money, then you buy into that and try to continue or try to catch them. There's guys that you're not going to run with money-wise, and that's the biggest part about racing, and sprint cars especially, locally, that you just can't outrun money. You can't outrun money. There's certain guys that are super talented without a ton of money, do great. There's certain guys with a ton of money and no talent that struggle, and that's when you're happy that you can, a guy that's out buying you, when you can beat him, that's when even if you don't win, it's a successful night to say that I didn't have to buy my way to that place.
Yep. And that 40 hours of work for 10 minutes of fun is not going to make you rich either.
Oh
No.
it's going to make you poor.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about this year. Coronavirus, COVID-19. There's a lot of things going on at the River City Speedway. In fact, I'm going to talk about this right now. The Governor Burgum, now he says that buildings can have 50% capacity, up to 250 people per room. So I'm taking that as 125 people. The River City Speedway isn't a graduation. It's not a wedding. It's not indoors. Now, what the governor's office will not do is make a statement on open air venues. They leave that up to local government. So that brings me to my next point. River City Speedway, they came up with a plan. I mean, they're talking taking temperatures. They're talking, the social distancing and all of this stuff. And their plan was for up to 900 people. Now, the River City Speedway can hold over 6,200 people. So if you throw 900 people in there, that is 6.8%, roughly around there, of their capacity. So here's what happened, and this is from a reliable source. The county commission, and I know kind of who went which way there on the vote, but the county commission had said if Kari Getz, who's the emergency manager for the county and the city, signs off on this, and I believe Debbie Swanson from Grand Forks Public Health Department signs off on it, the county commission would do the same and allow up to 900 people. Well, they had an emergency meeting yesterday, and I'm probably going to get some backlash about this, but the county commission said no. 500 people. Think about it, Bob. You get 500 people in the stands. How the hell can you even have a show?
Yeah, even to break even, I don't see that happening.
You can't do it.
No, and that makes the future really unstable.
It sure does. I mean, we have got a gem up here with the River City Speedway. I mean, if you're a dirt track fan, it doesn't matter if you live here, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Australia. Everybody knows about the River City Speedway.
Yep.
What a great show they put on. And because of this, it's not good. And I'm telling you right now, and I might get in trouble for this, but call whoever you need to call, complain, do what you need to do. But we need to get things back to normal. I mean, the new norm is something I hate.
It's a stupid word.
I cannot stand that thing, the new norm. No, it's not the new norm. This is something we're all going through together. And it's as simple as this, in my opinion, and I say this every day we talk about COVID and coronavirus. If you're worried about it, if you're afraid of your health, if you've got underlying health issues, stay home. Pretty simple to do.
It's not. It's more than simple. It's common sense. When you look at this thing, River City Speedway is not. It's historic.
Yeah.
When I got the first call from Darren to be like, fill in, this is like an announcer's. This is a bucket job here. I mean, this is where you want to be. Mm-hmm. When you get to announce there, the first night I went up there and I sat in the press box and you just look at this historic facility. I mean, this is what dirt tracking is about. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you have Johnny Gibson saying that this is his favorite track in all United States, including the world.
Yeah.
The world. And then we sit here and River City Speedway is ran by a separate board. They have to make sure they're profitable in order to win. This is going to kill a lot of these dirt track races out there that are ran by boards. Devil's Lake Speedway, we ran last weekend. I have never seen so much happy faces.
Right.
The crowd was amazing. We had 73 cars, and these guys came from everywhere just to race.
And they don't have to deal with local government.
Don't have to deal with local government. Mm-hmm. What is the big deal about doing this if River City Speedway is putting the effort into, and I'm ranting on now because I'm pissed off about this too.
Yep.
And I don't get it. If they put the work into it and they have the plan set out, they even went as far as setting up an app. Darren has an app set up for food. You don't have to go down and talk to anybody. Mm-hmm. You put this app on the food, and you can pay for it over this app. And when it's ready, they'll text you back, and you can go down and grab it. No contact.
No change in money, exchanging money, none of that stuff.
And yet, here we are sitting here where I think people think they have too much power and don't understand when they go back on their word. It just pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. And I am going to throw a little disclaimer in here. This is just our view. It might not be all of your views out there, but I mean, we get it. It is a virus. It's not a good thing, but we have to start getting back. I mean, River City Speedway and all these small businesses now, the small businesses that are closing, I feel horrible for people on the Minnesota side of the river.
Yes.
Their governor there, he needs to grab his ears and pull very hard because I think things need to change there too. But here's the deal. We're not Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're not Chicago. We're not New York. And even with a facility the size of the River City Speedway, 900 people, the place is going to look completely empty.
Oh, very much so.
And they still won't go with that.
Yeah, very much so. And then you look at NASCAR right now running without fans. How different did that look last night on TV when you have no fans running, and especially for you drivers. So you win a feature race. You fed off that emotion from the fans that everybody's pulling for you. You got a huge fan following. Off Facebook alone, you had everybody videoing you running. And then when you go do that victory lane and you have 900 fans there, I mean, that's going to change your emotion immensely.
Oh, the emotions of August 23rd last year for us, that wouldn't even have been, I mean, we would have went through the emotions,
As a
the
team.
closeness as a team and a family.
Yeah.
After that, and it's going to fall off quick.
It'd be really tough. I think it'd be really tough because when we're done announcing at the end of the night and I let the party happen down there and I head back up and shut my microphone off, when all the fans come rushing down onto the track,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's cool.
that is cool. You're not going to have that. Mm-hmm. And whatever, I don't care what you say, there's no government bond or whatever going to help River City Speedway out if they tank this year. Mm-hmm. It's on their own. And that's where they figure they can break the even at 900. If you tell them 500.
And that's just enough to pay the drivers. I mean, basically enough to pay the purse.
Right.
These guys spend, well, you talked about the hours, the money. You can't even imagine the money if you people out there watching don't understand this. But then just to make it so the drivers can show up and put on a show. This isn't NASCAR. NASCAR's got TV. NASCAR's got all these major, national
huge
sponsorship.
affiliates. Yeah.
And you might have, in fact, you can name your sponsors.
Oh, I'd love to, though. Ekman Dental Arts, Jeremy Ekman, huge for me. He's been around. He's been with me for over 10 years, and we just keep plugging away. Wade Holtman Trucking.
Yep.
Budweiser Boys. Plains Chiropractic has been great for me too. Northern Plains Grain Inspectors. Augie. I got people, John, that don't even care if you put your name on the car.
Yep, they just want to help out.
Yeah. Paul from Northern Plains. I go, where do you want to be in the car? He said, I don't even care if you put it on.
Wow.
I mean, they just
help.
Just help, and they're great people. Don Augustine from way up in Crystal, North Dakota, barely makes the races. He's the first one on board. Doesn't care. He owns a spray business, some potato warehouses. Doesn't really care to even be acknowledged. And it's people like that you got to have.
Absolutely.
I mean,
100%.
To make 100%. If I didn't have them,
we wouldn't have a team.
Yeah.
we wouldn't be racing.
Good point, Torey. That's a good point. I mean, you guys have all the support from everybody else coming on that car, even the ones that don't want to be mentioned. I mean, without them, there's no Bob Martin Racing.
No,
there isn't.
There wouldn't have been a million years ago. There wouldn't have been.
Right.
So
thank those sponsors for sure for doing
Yeah,
it. For
yeah,
me.
absolutely.
Here's a perfect example. Paul gave this to me. This is perfect. He puts the new normal, which John's going to throw something at me, but the new normal is you can't make your own decisions where you're going to make them for you. So the government's making your decision for you. We should be common sense enough to, as a society, to stay home. Let's let these guys get back to what they love to do.
Yep.
I was told one time, you don't know what's summer in Grand Forks until you hear Friday night racing.
Yeah. And remember the last time in the history of the world when the government made the decision for you, I believe that would have been like the 40s.
Yeah.
You remember, guys, you probably remember reading that in your history books. So there, I think, anybody else want to do any bitching while we're here about anything? Because I could keep going on and on and on. And the thing is I've got a pretty good friend on the county commission, and I know which way he's voting, and I'm not going to name any names, but it's just, I can't believe it. It's starting to piss me off a little bit.
Me too, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think, especially for Torey, this is what he lives for. Mm-hmm. I mean, he wants to hear that noise. He wants to see that. I mean, so with him especially, you got fans like that that live for this.
I mean, he lives for just seeing me in the pits every Friday night. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, I mean...
I always come up to him, I go, hey, Torey, nice to see me. And he goes, yeah. Me too. Oh, boy. So, the new norm is just BS. I can't stand that saying, and hopefully it's not going to be long, and we'll be back to the old norm. You know, the old normal.
I like that.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Chad, let's talk a little bit about Devil's Lake last week. From what I've heard, the races were phenomenal. I ran into a couple of avid fans that I see every Friday night here at the Speedway that said, you know what, I watched it, I streamed it, and I ordered my tickets, and I'm going down there this week, and I'm super stoked because you're the announcer there, and you can't make it, so I get to go take your job, and I think that's going to be fun. Never done a race there. I've been on location there and done some remotes from back in my radio days, but nice little facility there, too.
It's an awesome facility out in the middle of nowhere. You know, Heather and Nolan do a great job down there. The track last weekend was phenomenal. We had the wingless sprints come in the first time. Western Renegade sprint cars come in last time. And I tell you what, that was amazing to watch those guys. Those cars, that, you know, if you want to start to get into racing, you don't want to invest a bunch of money into it. You can buy a used sprint car chassis. You have to use old tires. You have to. You can't use brand new. You can get anywhere from, I think it's a 602 crate, 5.3 motor you could put in, a Chevy motor you can put in those things. So we had a lot of people that just started racing this year. Start racing that. Pretty neat. 73 cars overall. We had guys from Wisconsin, Michigan. We had a guy from Minnesota come over, and his interview was pretty fun. He told me that he doesn't know if they'll even have racing in Minnesota this year, so this is probably the only option he's going to have is this one.
Yeah.
But what an awesome turnout, you know, and if you can't make it, Darn TV will be there again this weekend.
Okay.
They're a great group of guys. They get on there and they live stream for you. You purchase it. It's $20 to purchase it. And I tell you what, his name is Brandon Beater. He travels all over. He's a president of the Nodak Speedway, and he does Southwest Speedway, which is in Dickinson. Nodak Speedway is in Minot. Williston Basin Speedway, he does that one, which is in obviously Williston. Esvin Motor Speedway. I mean, he travels a lot for this.
Well, that's a lot of road time there.
Yeah, and him and his wife do it together, and it's pretty cool. So this weekend they're going to have Southwest Speedway is an IMCA track. They're starting up, and some Wazota stuff is there as well. That's in Dickinson. They start up this Saturday, and Devil's Lake's going to go again.
Okay.
I tell you what, though, you talk about the new norm with social distancing. They had it planned out perfectly, and this is a lot of work.
Yeah, and just like the River City Speedway, I mean, they had it planned out. They had the plan. It was a great plan.
Yes.
So getting back to Devil's Lake for one more thing,
Yes.
rumor has it, is Nolan Olmsted going to climb into one of those wingless sprints?
Yeah.
I heard rumor he might.
Well, you know, Nolan used to drive.
Yeah, I remember him from back in the day.
Back in the day, and then he has a late model as well. He wants to turn some laps with that as well. He has a wingless sprint, and he is going to race this weekend. So the owner-promoter is going to get in a race car and see how he can stack up against the boys.
Now, what does she think about that?
I think I talked to Heather, and she was laughing about it because they were here, I think, Tuesday night, because I called them and asked them about this show, you know, if they ever wanted to be up here on it for us, and they definitely want to be on it. But they were here getting some tires and stuff like that, some used stuff, yeah, Nolan's pretty excited about climbing back in the car. But that track, I mean, he works on that thing. You look at track promoters and like the River City Speedway and anybody else, they work their butt off to make sure you have an awesome place to race. I mean, they really do. And when it turned out last weekend like it did, with that track came in as great as it did, it's pretty cool to see that happen, and how much support we had, not only on, if you couldn't make it, you can get on Darn TV, or you showed up at the racetrack. We had, I mean, Deuce of Photography was there.
Bob, yep.
Yeah, you saw that on Facebook where they took pictures of the crowd. And you saw kind of little gatherings here and there, and that's all family. And just a cool turnout place. You're going to love it, man. It's a lot of fun.
Looking forward to it. Now, when you talk about these wingless sprints and using used tires, Bob, what's a new right rear cost for an Outlaw sprint car? Just an idea.
Exactly $202.
And how long will that tire last you? Depending on track conditions, I suppose, or if some knucklehead runs into you or something.
If you're going to do it like the big boys, one night.
One night. Is that heats and feature? Depends.
You'd rather not.
Yep.
You'd rather put a new one on for the feature, but
so you're talking $400 for one side, just one corner of your race car.
One night.
Yeah, for one night.
Yep.
And that's not counting. There's 3 more tires on the car.
Yep. Yeah. You're generally going to want to replace both rears between the heat and the feature. That's what the big boys will do. We try to make at least 4 complete nights or more with our stuff.
Yeah.
Try being the key word.
Try.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and that's if everything goes perfect.
Yeah. If you get on a rubber down track.
Yeah, depending on track conditions too. Yeah.
those tires are so junk after on a rubber down track that you can't reuse them.
Yeah, and like Chad mentioned, when you can go, once the last interview at the Speedway here, River City Speedway, is done, and you can walk across the track and go into the pits, that's one thing that we invite everybody to do, because you guys, you'll never see a bunch of greater guys than in the pits at a racetrack. They'll put their kids in their cars for pictures. They'll do all this stuff, sign autographs, take pictures. But if you know anything about cars, that's when you go down and take a look at some of these tires after a race and you go, wow, now I know what Bob Martin was talking about.
Yeah, you'll find out quick, especially on a rubber down track. It'll look like a slick. And
Like a drag slick.
What's that?
Drag slick.
Yeah.
Like a dragster car, yeah.
Yep. And the crazy thing about it is if, let's say, there's 10 to go and the tire goes away, it'll start shaking because it's
spinning so much.
Well, it's getting out of balance.
Okay.
Burning off all the
Oh,
tread.
sure.
Yeah.
And you talk about a horrible feeling as you're getting into the corner and it's doing that, and you don't know when it's going to blow. You pucker for the rest of those lives.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
You pinch a penny.
Yeah. Those fireproof long johns don't do much good, do they?
Well, and Hoosier tries the best they can to make a tire compound that's going to be great for the racetrack. But when you're racing dirt, you don't know what surface you're going to have depending on how that thing's set up that night.
Right.
I mean, you can see when you're coming out of a corner and you're seeing smoke, you're going to, you can have that pucker down effect for sure.
Yep, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
if you people out there are not familiar with, like the NOSA Outlaw Sprint Cars here, how many horsepower do you think you're pushing in your car right now?
We have 3 motors. Our biggest motor is probably close to 900. Our smallest is probably 750.
Okay, and the average car, say you drive a Toyota Camry, how many horsepower do you think that thing's pushing?
Toyota Camry, what do you got? 100.
Say we'll go with the big motor, the 6-banger.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and the weight. So you're pushing 900 horsepower on a car that weighs how much?
1375 with the driver.
With the driver, 1,375 pounds.
Here's another question that people can ask me about, and this is something we could talk about. These cars have to be push started. There's no key start on these things.
No. You have to be push started. Every time that you pull it out of gear, you have to be re-push started. If you spin out, get into a wreck, push started again. So, yeah.
Yeah,
you wish
no,
there
there's
was a
no
button.
button.
There's your hand doing this out the window.
And another thing people don't realize is that drive shaft is right between your legs.
Right between your legs, way too close to the goodies.
Yeah, I would say that would make me pucker up alone there.
Yeah, when you feel the vibration happening, you know something's going to happen.
Yeah. So, all we can say is hopefully things get back to normal here. I know River City Speedway, I believe they're going to have an official press release sometime later today. It will be at Devil's Lake on Saturday. And Bob and Torey Martin, anything you guys want to say before we turn the cameras off and have a refreshment?
Well, I did a lot of the talking, and I'm not a big talker. My son likes to talk a lot.
Yeah, I know he does. That's why I've been shying away from him, because I figured he'd just take over the show. Hey, let's talk a little bit about you. You're going to school now.
Yep. Taking classes at Northland in sales and marketing.
Yeah? You flunking out, or are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah? In fact, I think I saw you did pretty darn good.
Yeah, I'm floating above water, so that's good.
Doing about as good as your dad did when he went to Northland?
A little better.
Oh, a little better. A little better. You still going to work at the Ralph this winter? See what happens?
If we have a season,
yeah,
I will be, but that's up in the air too.
Yep.
I think that's the thing, is everything's up in the air nowadays. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
And not only racing, the fall sports, and that's what people make their money on sometimes too. And so it's going to get pretty crazy here.
Yeah, when this whole coronavirus started, I don't even know what money is anymore.
Right, and everything changed.
Yeah.
In a night.
Yeah.
Everything changed. Last day we were at school, March 13th. My wife's a school teacher. I know exactly.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So it's just like, poof, that's done. And you knew then. And she said right away, we're probably not going back.
Yeah.
So when it looks at racing like this, I'm right there. I'm piggybacking off of John. I think we need to call our county commissioners and tell them, hey, why don't we give this a shot? let's try this.
All right.
What's so sad about trying this?
Yeah, I'm going to give Torey one last shot. What do you think about this whole thing with the COVID-19?
Let her buck, buddy.
Let her buck.
Well, if I really say what I want to, I'm going to get in trouble. So
Okay.
I'm going to keep it as PG as possible, and I just want to go racing.
Yep.
I don't care when it is. I just want to go race.
There you go.
So
Yeah, and I'd like to say, now that Chad brought that up, his wife's a school teacher. Mm-hmm. Hey, when they sent their kids home,
oh boy,
I have so much respect for a school teacher.
Oh,
nowadays.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have one that I gotta get him to do his homework daily. I couldn't imagine 25 of them at the same time with
Every 5 days a week.
different attitudes, different emotions. I got a ton of respect for school teachers after this COVID thing is changing our life.
And I think a lot of people have got a ton of respect for a lot of different people and what they do for a living that never thought of these things before something like this happened.
100. Yeah, your medical profession. You have a huge respect for them. Teachers for sure. I know those people don't hear that enough.
No,
You know what I mean?
And the medical profession, I know they did the flyby for the
Yep.
4
Yeah,
big
they had it
cities.
on. If Grand Forks Best Source did, you bet.
They need to do that.
Part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah, they need to do that once a month
Oh, yeah.
for just
You could come up with a different list every month.
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
It needs to be mostly for the hospital workers,
Yep.
the emergency workers, things like that. It's amazing what they've done, and I'm not saying it's heavy here, but boy, it's where this virus is at. It's heavy.
Yeah.
You guys, Chad Hoff, one half of the Bullring Boys, which, by the way, I'm the other half, and you'll find out more about that. Torey Martin, Bob Martin, we're so glad that you guys actually got to start this whole Dirty Thursday thing with us, and we do plan on having you back on the show, so hopefully you guys can make it. And the best of luck, and I'm going to swing by here one of these days when I know you're out in the garage working on the car.
we'll be there today.
Every night.
Yeah, every night?
Every night,
And that's just funny because I drink beer almost every night, so this should work out just perfect.
and you know what? We have a garage fridge full of it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. And
What
they're
time?
ice cold.
How much time we got? What time are you going to be there? You guys, again, thank you all for coming on the show today, and we wish you the best of luck, and we're all in this together, so hopefully we can get through this.
That's right. Let's just hope.
All right, Chad, all you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy yourself, and hopefully we'll see you guys at Test and Tune tomorrow night at the River City Speedway.
There you go.
By the way, you'll be able to stream everything at the River City Speedway this year on speedway.tv, I believe is what it is. So there's something you can look forward to, even if they're only going to let whatever it is, 50 or 500 people in the Speedway. But like they said, call the people you need to call, and let's get this thing going. Hey, if you want to become a Podbean premium subscriber, it's $5. You'll be entered in drawings and giveaways for some awesome prizes. We got a Weber grill we're going to give away here soon. It's easy to do. You go to your Play Store, you download Podbean, search GFBS, you hit follow, you buy premium, and you're all set. $5. That's it. You can help us give Grand Forks an identity again by getting your Podbean premium subscription. If you do have any questions on that, feel free to call us or email us. Our phone number, 701-213-0863, or you can email us local@gfbestsource.com. Your show today, by the way, is brought to you by Raptor PCS and the Memorial Day giveaway, a chance for you to win $75 certificate for the Raptor PCS service department. You got computer problems or issues? Raptor PCS right here in the Grand Cities Mall are the guys to get a hold of. I tell you what, Brock and his guys, they're geniuses. Check them out, Raptor PCS. You guys all have yourself a very wonderful weekend. By the way, tomorrow on the show, Brandon Bochensky, Grand Forks mayoral candidate, will join us. We're going to give all the mayoral candidates one more last chance here to join us on the show. Hey, make sure you like, share, and tag us. If you're watching the show and you like it, share it too. We're Grand Forks' best source. We're giving Grand Forks an identity again.